My dear child, I need you to stay with me for a moment and truly listen, not with distraction, not with doubt, but with a quiet openness that allows these words to settle within you, because what you are about to understand is not just another passing thought. It is something that has the power to shift the way you see your life, your struggles, and everything that has been weighing on your heart. You have been carrying more than you show, holding on to thoughts that you do not always express, and continuing forward even when you felt uncertain about where you were going. There have been days when you felt like you were trying your best, but nothing seemed to move. Moments when you questioned if your efforts were even leading anywhere, and times when you felt stuck between where you are and where you want to be. You may have wondered why things have been taking so long, why certain doors have not opened, and why clarity has not come as quickly as you hoped. But what you could not see is that change does not always happen in visible ways. It does not always arrive with immediate results, and it does not always make itself obvious in the moment. Sometimes, change builds quietly beneath the surface, shaping your mindset, strengthening your awareness, and preparing you for something that requires a different version of you. Through Jesus Christ, you were shown that growth often happens in silence, that preparation is just as important as progress, and that delays are not always denial, but redirection. Every experience you have gone through has been adding something to you, even the ones that felt uncomfortable. Even the ones that made you question yourself. You have been learning, adjusting, and becoming more aware, even when you did not realize it. And while it may have felt like nothing was changing on the outside, something within you has been shifting, becoming stronger, becoming clearer, and becoming more aligned with what truly matters. The confusion you felt was not there to hold you back, but to push you to think differently. The discomfort you experienced was not there to break you, but to help you recognize what no longer fits in your life. And the waiting that tested your patience was not empty time. It was preparation. It was alignment. It was a quiet process that was shaping you for what is ahead. You are not the same person you were before, even if it feels like everything around you looks the same. Your perspective has been changing, your understanding has been deepening, and your ability to see things more clearly has been growing. And this is why this moment matters, because you are closer to a shift than you realize, closer to a point where things begin to make sense, closer to a place where you no longer feel as lost or uncertain as you once did. Tomorrow is not just another day passing by like all the others. It represents a shift in how you move forward, a change in how you respond to your thoughts, and a moment where things begin to feel different in a way that you can actually recognize. It does not mean that everything will suddenly become perfect or that all your problems will disappear overnight, but it does mean that you will begin to see things with more clarity, more calmness, and more confidence than before. The doubts that once felt heavy will start to lose their hold on you. The overthinking that once kept you stuck will begin to quiet down, and the uncertainty that once confused you will slowly start to feel manageable. You will begin to notice small but meaningful changes. The way you react to situations will feel more controlled. The way you think will feel more focused, and the way you see yourself will begin to shift in a more positive direction. These small changes may not seem significant at first, but they are the beginning of something much bigger. Because real change does not always happen in one big moment. It happens through a series of small shifts that build over time. You are not starting over. You are continuing forward with a deeper understanding of what you need, what you deserve, and what no longer belongs in your life. The experiences you have been through were not wasted. They were shaping you, preparing you, and guiding you towards something more aligned with who you are becoming. And as you move into tomorrow, you do not need to carry the same weight that you carry today. You do not need to hold on to the same doubts, and you do not need to repeat the same patterns that kept you feeling stuck. You have the opportunity to approach things differently, to think differently, and to move with a sense of quiet confidence that comes from understanding yourself better. Trust that you are not where you were before. Trust that the changes happening within you are real, and trust that the direction you are moving in is leading you somewhere meaningful. Tomorrow changes everything, not because the world suddenly becomes different, but because you begin to see it differently. You begin to respond differently, and you begin to move forward with a clarity and strength that you did not have before. And once that shift begins, everything else starts to follow.